Alright, so I'm not only a human dad, I'm also a dog dad. This is Lily. Say hi, Lily. She's our Boston Terrier. She's going kayaking with me today, right? Yeah, you are. Yeah. Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we're at the Douglas C. Crane Park in the southern part of St. Augustine. I chose this area because it is just south of the 312 bridge. And a few years ago, we owned a sailboat. And whenever I got past the 312 bridge is when I was actually able to sail pretty well in the intercoastal waters. The water gets deeper and wider, and it was just a lot of fun. I get the spinnaker out and just go for it. All right, so it's really windy. It's gonna make the kayaking a little more difficult, and there's a lot of fishing boats here today, so I'm getting the feeling this might be a better spot for fishing than just pleasure kayaking. How's it going, Lily? You still excited? Well, we're almost there. Still not sure about the sky though. It's like okay-ish right there. Then over on this section, like dark. Damn it, Florida. Okay, so don't turn at Flagler Hospital. Apparently that was the wrong place and I have to do a U-turn. Okay, so it's the road just past the hospital. Here's the hospital road. Here's where I'm supposed to be. Here we go, but it is definitely raining heavy up ahead, which is the direction I was planning to go, south. So we might have to wait in the car for a little bit. Gotta love Florida weather. Alright, Douglas C. Crane Park. Let's check this place out. Lily's really eager to get out of the car. Right, Lily? But it is raining. Let me flip this around. Slow down a bit, which is good. We have some blue sky there. Dark sky to the right. And I'm not sure if you can see, but looking out at the water, it is very choppy. There's a strong current today. Okay, so it's starting to get a little bit brighter, which is a great sign, right, Lily? Let's take a look. And it's still raining, but at least it's getting sunny again. Get back in here. Okay, so it's still sprinkling a little bit, but she just can't wait any longer. So we're gonna head out there. Hey girl. Stay. Good girl. Tip number one, if you're bringing a dog with you, have a life vest. Safety first. A lot of times they're not going to be the best swimmers, especially if they haven't been doing it for their whole lives. So life vests are always helpful. So from the satellite, I thought this was going to be a beach. This is all shells. So I have my Crocs on, being careful of Lily's feet, and we're going to keep going. So I'm just going to say that this spot is not going to be on my favorites list, and probably not recommended either. This is not a great spot for kayaks. There are a lot of large vessels that go through here. I think a lot of the commercial boats and fishing boats do make their way through here. Also, there's not really a spot to get out. What I thought were beaches are really just giant piles of shells, so not a great spot. See if that dolphin comes up again. There it is. Gonna zoom in. It should surface more because it's shallow back here. So I guess now's a good time to talk about ecology-wise. I was really surprised to see this dolphin swimming around. I saw it when I was out there a little ways too. Oh, it's getting close. And one of the larger dolphins I've seen in the area, to be honest. Really beautiful animal. You can see it's right there in front of me. And the dolphin's fishing right now, getting some lunch. Oh, there he is. Okay, I'm just gonna try to move where I think he's gonna be and see how much I can capture. Surprised he's in the shallow. It's not very deep here. That is a big one, jeez. I'm gonna guess 10 to 12 feet. Not only was the dolphin pretty large, I was also pretty surprised to see the size of that great blue heron. I haven't seen one that large since I was in Michigan. The herons in this area are usually quite a bit smaller. I saw a couple seagulls, but not really much animal-wise in this area. I really thought back here in the shallows I would see more fish jumping, possibly shrimp. Nothing. Not really much in the way of birds, crabs. Not a lot to see. A lot of grass. So much grass. A lot of grass. Also, if you're wondering what these little bushes here are, these are not bushes, these are actually mangroves. And I was kind of surprised to see so many in this area. Now, the mangroves here are quite a bit smaller and less prominent than the ones in the Florida Keys, but they're still really important for the ecosystem. Now, it's going to be hard to tell on these smaller ones, But on the larger mangroves, the root systems get to be pretty large, and they're both in and out of the water. So of course that attracts smaller fish, crabs, little marine life, and then small fish get to eat them and learn how to hunt and become bigger fish. A lot of times sharks will leave their eggs in the intercoastal, and those little sharks eat the animals that are in this area, and then they get bigger and bigger and head out to the ocean. Now, speaking of sharks, what I have seen here have been little bonnethead sharks, which are small, not very big, not really that dangerous. I've also seen fishermen pull up baby hammerheads. So those can be pretty aggressive, and I think we get 10 to 12 footers out in the ocean here. I know we also have bull sharks, I believe lemon sharks, and black tip reef sharks in this area. A lot of those species do come into the intercoastal, and just for the purpose of laying eggs and having their young have practice grounds for hunting and then get larger. Now also on the ocean here, we even get great whites. They do migrate in this area, so if you're swimming out in the ocean, just be a little conscious. There's great whites there. Come here, puppy. Yeah, get back in the boat. Come here, Lily. Come here, Lily. Who's a happy dog? All right, so interesting kayaking trip. If you are staycationing in the area, I really can't recommend this spot for pleasure kayaking. This area, the water is, like I mentioned before, really deep, really wide, so there's just a larger volume of water, and when wakes come, they're just exasperated. So it's going to be a little challenging, plus the wind's pretty crazy, which was great for sailing, not so great for kayaking. We did see a fantastic dolphin, which was amazing. I love these creatures, not just because they're really intelligent and just beautiful, but I actually got to kind of get that face-to-face experience with one the last time I was in the Bahamas. It was one of our shore excursions from a cruise. It was just an incredible experience to be with this large, intelligent, beautiful animal right there in the water, and it was just a lot of fun. So I definitely recommend that.
I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, singing it. I wanna celebrate and live my life, singing it.
So I think out of the two of us, Lily had the best time. She loves going on car rides and walks, and she had a good time in the water. A little scared at first, but then she calmed right down. But man, just adding 20 pounds to the kayak, it makes a big difference. You ready to go, Lily? Wanna go home?